That's why you brought it up.
Don't tell everybody.
Oh,
What up, y'all? What up, y'all? It's Tori again, back with another episode of I don't know. And you know our co-host over here, That's all he got to say.
that's it.
That's it. Anyways, back at y'all for another week. Another conversation. If you ain't seen last week's conversation or last post conversation, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Look at the little, I don't know 954. Check it out. Leave a comment, leave a like, all that good stuff. Tell me how much you love me, tell how much you hate me. I take it all. So tell me how much he talk better than I do. But anyways, we back again, you know what I'm saying? So we got a couple things to talk about. Y'all is not gonna like me today. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, y'all ain't gonna like me today. So just brace yourselves. You might like me, you might not. I don't know, who cares? Whatever. But we got a few things. Matter of fact, man, how your week been?
Interesting. Long.
Mm-hmm.
Just came back from taking my pops to the hospital. The elderly in their checkup, so keep them in your prayers, man. But other than that, it's just been work,
For sure. Same here, basically. Well, I ain't been to the doctor or nothing, but yeah, just been working pretty much. Practicing, trying to get good. You know what I'm saying? So
On the set,
yeah, learning some
on
music
the
and whatnot.
piano.
I actually need to get back on the piano, shoot. But let's go ahead and kick this thing off, man. The first thing that I want to talk about today is dang, I ain't think of a good way to say this. I'm thinking now. Accountability. That's a big thing. Accountability. And we finna branch off a couple strains of accountability and
Interesting.
what I think is a problem in society today. So first, before we start, what do you think accountability is?
By definition,
Your definition, Webster, is it whatever?
let's get Webster.
All right, we're getting smart today. While he doing that, I'm gonna give my definition. We're gonna see how close it aligns with Webster's. So my definition for accountability is accepting the consequences, good or bad, for the decisions that you've made.
All right. It's an obligation or willingness to accept responsibility or to account for one's actions.
See, I'm close, man. I'll be a dictionary. But anyways, accountability seems to be like a slowly, fastly fading thing in society today. It's like accountability is like an allergy for people. People are allergic to it. They run from it. They can't accept it. They can't take it by any means. And I've seen it more and more and more, and it's starting to piss me off more and more and more, to be honest with you.
Why do you think that is, though?
Because well, it's gonna go into some deep junk, but I think it's because one, parents ain't raising their children right no more. B, because people are falling for every and anything that new comes up that tickles their ears.
Yeah.
And because people just can't bear the brunt of the junk they do.
Yeah. Okay. How do you think that should be instituted inside the household, though? That as a lesson.
It depends. I think it's safe to say we grew up getting whoopings.
Yeah.
Yeah. As much as I used to lie in school talking about, no, ain't nothing happened to me. I was lying. I was getting my behind toe up for being bad. But but just spankers, of course. No, not abuse, just spankers. But I think also like we in a soft society where accountability is misrepresented as judging, and judgment has become tab. Judgment is like code word for leave me alone, let me do whatever I want to do without accepting no responsibilities.
Right.
And I think it's going too far now. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think it's going way too far. I can give you multiple stories, and I am going to give you multiple stories.
Okay, shoot me one.
First thing first. The common story. Have you heard about the girl, the 17-year-old girl in track, and she hit the girl upside the head with a baton? Oh, where do you be, man?
I ain't hear about that,
man.
I ain't hear about
I
that.
had to start sending you some source case
I
material.
ain't hear about that one.
Anyways, this is a video circulating of a high school track meet, and I'm not gonna name no names because they're minors, they're young girls. But
Did it go viral?
oh yeah,
Go ahead and name them.
I don't know their names, but there was this track. There was a 4x2 relay race, right?
Okay.
So one girl was in the corner lane, and the girl to the lane to the right of her started passing her up. So the girl that was here, she got mad, or she got in her head, or whatever the case may be. So she winded back the baton, hit the girl upside the head.
Wow.
And the girl got a concussion and a fractured skull. From a baton, a track baton. They not that heavy. They not that dense.
So she had to slang it. Yeah.
So she is now the aggressor. Is now famous for crying on TV, talking about something. It was an accident. She didn't mean to do it. Everybody knows her. She would never do something like that.
Not only is she not accountable, nobody's holding her accountable.
She never apologized, to my knowledge. If I'm wrong, y'all correct me. She ain't apologized to the girl. When she hit her in the meet, she kept running. The girl ran off the track, fell off the track. She kept running.
Did she get kicked off the team?
They got disqualified. Their team got disqualified, but so did the girl that was beating her because she ran off the track with an injury. She couldn't finish the race. So she was disqualified. But anyways, they're on the news all the time. She's interviewing, crying, like tears apparently is their get out of jail free card. It's tears. All you gotta do is cry, and everybody gonna feel bad for you.
I ain't gonna lie, I tried that.
It don't work for us.
It didn't work.
It don't work for us.
I ain't gonna lie, I tried that.
That don't work for us. But yeah, so she every chance she gets, she on the internet crying, talking about she didn't mean to do it. And everybody's starting to feel bad for her instead of the girl who actually was the victim.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, it's crazy. And like they started doing some rallies for her in her city where they're rallying behind her saying, "We got your back. We support you. We support you." To the aggressor, not the victim.
God.
And her parents are the main ones backing that junk. And that's my thing. Parents need to start. These the same parents that they kids over here terrorizing people in school.
And now they backing them up.
My child would never do that. My child would. Man, all you got to do is go to one of these kids' little Twitter or Instagram, whatever. You see they children's menaces.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I wonder what they would feel like if the tables was turned.
They'll be the victim. The NCAAP started backing this girl, not the victim, aggressor.
So what's going on with the victim?
They're pressing charges, but they're trying to make the victim the bad guy because she's pressing charges. Society is cooked. I've been saying this junk. I went on my little Facebook rants. You know, I went on my little Facebook rants.
You reposted the video and everything?
I ain't repost the video. People trying to repost the video talking about, oh, see, it is an accident. See that, right? We got all. I'm gonna show you. Don't even worry about it. I'm gonna show you right now. Hold on real quick. Hope I don't get no copyright for doing this, but
that's crazy.
let me see if I can find that joint. Let me turn the volume down so I don't get in trouble for nothing. All right, so here go the video. My signal a little slow up in here. Yeah, we don't care. Her on the end right here.
She the one threw it? Oh, she caught back.
Did you see that?
She did it a couple times.
And
She was aiming.
I'm talking about, man.
She was aiming.
And then people really sitting there, I think it really was an accident. See, you know what I'm saying? See, went behind her back and got stuck. Shut up, man. All y'all shut
Nah,
up.
you can't justify that. I'm sorry. Who was she before all this?
She was just a regular high school track runner. Just, regular athlete, student athlete.
That's beyond me, man. Cause I don't. In my mind, I'm trying to figure out, was she already famous? Was she like?
Nope.
Was she fast in her state or something?
Clearly, she wasn't fast in her state.
Oh yeah, she got torched.
Anyways, that's one instance, and you people on social media going back and forth on both sides. Like, I'm on the side of that girl's guilty. I mean, I ain't saying charge her like she a criminal, like she done killed somebody, but she got apologize to the girl. Just own it. Like, you know what? I was overcome with emotions and I reacted, and I'm sorry. That was out of character. I shouldn't have done it. I apologize to the girl, and I understand how much it hurt you. But she said she's hurt physically, but y'all not thinking about my mental.
Man,
mental health has become a cop out for the record.
Right.
For everything people do.
Right. Man, so it's kind of like she was raised like that.
Her parents justify her to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's crazy.
And speaking of mental,
it's like how do you convince somebody who was raised or who's been enabled that long? How do you convince them that they're wrong?
When we got it on 4K.
And then those people are drawing crowds.
We got it on 4K.
Right.
But they tell you don't listen to your eyes. Listen to what we say. Listen to what we tell you. Don't listen to your eyes.
That's crazy.
And another, speaking of mental, let me say this. I am in no way saying postpartum is not a real thing, okay? So before y'all come down my throats, I am not saying postpartum is not a real thing. But postpartum doesn't give you a cop-out. Do whatever the heck you do and claim postpartum did.
100%.
So with that being said, there was another story that went viral. There's this woman, she texted her baby daddy. She said, hey, I've had the kids all week and I need a mental break. Can you please come get them? No response from him. She's followed it up. She said, please come get them before one of them gets hurt, right? No response from the baby daddy. No telling what he's doing. Who knows? I don't know that story. I don't know him, them, whatever. Following up, she killed her kids and herself. Right? So she killed her kids and she killed herself. And I've seen, if I looked on the comments of the post and I've seen nothing but I feel bad for that woman. Oh man, all these things making her a victim. And I, for the life of me, can't understand it. I don't know why we're so happy to relate to people's traumas. We're so quick to understand people's evil deeds.
She could have did everything different. Everything different. And you chose basically to sacrifice your kids. You could have just took yourself out.
And somebody said that, oh, she felt like there was no other way to do anything out. And then she felt like if she would have killed herself and not her kids, then her kids would have went to a system. Well, clearly the system's safer than being with you.
Right. And that, I mean, I don't know. That's a weird silence because if you had plans on doing that, you was aiming for them the whole time. Because you called the baby daddy, come get them for something happened to them. You know, you was aiming for them the whole time, man. That's crazy.
You would think that these people that these crazy opinions, you would think that these are just random unknown people in the world. It ain't. These are the same people that's my Facebook friends. And if y'all see this, I'm talking about y'all. They came to my page when I called this story out. I'm like, there is no excuse for that. They came to my page and said, I sound like an idiot. Clearly, you shouldn't speak on the matter of single motherhood.
Wow.
I sound like an idiot.
Now she justified just because, and apparently, was she single?
Apparently she's a single mother. Who knows? I don't know. But the fact that
she called the dude, she called the guy.
Texted him.
She texted him.
Mm-hmm.
Did he respond?
Nah.
She couldn't wait for him to respond. Couldn't drop him off to his people's house.
I ain't saying he was right in not responding, but who knows what he was doing?
You could have did a million other things.
Who knows what he was doing to not respond? Like, he may have ignored her, or he may not. He may have actually not had his phone. Maybe, who knows? I'm not speaking on that, but neither in any case scenario.
She could have asked the neighbors to come watch the kids real quick. Let me go get some air. She could have did anything.
Anything. She could have done anything.
That's crazy.
And the justification of it it's really been, I ain't gonna lie, it's been women that justify, postpartum's a real thing, mental health. Do y'all not know that more men kill themselves? I think about 4 times more men kill themselves than women. But mental health don't apply to men. Mental health is not a real thing when men do it. It's just, they're crazy.
That's true.
And it's like, there's always an excuse when y'all, for some devious devil behavior.
So I wonder what would response have been like if somebody would respond the same way like you and was a female. I wonder what that would have been like, because when I see situations like this and you get a whole bunch of females as quitters, it's like everything is not a battle of the sexes. Yeah, sometimes, come on, man, you got to speak facts. I heard that mothers are supposed to take they're real defensive over their kids and things like that. My wife is. My wife had postpartum. The last thing she would have ever tried to do was something like, it's a million other things you could have did in that type of situation, even going through mental health. I'm not suggesting anybody do this, but heck, if she feel like it was that far gone, you could have just left the house, just leave. And come back later. Leave a note on the neighbor door saying, my children and come on, man. You took them out, then you took yourself. That's crazy.
And I'm gonna give women credit. There were some women on my post specifically, and the one that I saw that comment like, she's dead wrong, no excuses, no justifying none of that. And then they were getting followed up with, oh, you just must like the judge, huh? It's just fun to judge people. How can you speak on this when cut the mess.
It's always something else.
People have.
Do you have children?
People, these same people that saying, "Oh, it must be nice, you just quick to judge," and all this other junk, are the same people that don't have no problem posting, "I hate liars. I hate cheaters. All men are dogs. All y'all do this. Y'all just all terrible, and y'all should go to hell."
But you know what that implies, though, to me, just to me. Somebody jump in and they say, in response to what you said, to me, it seems like you justifying it. And so I would have to ask the question, would that mean you would do the same thing? If you justified it, I'm just saying.
I don't understand it, bro. That's the thing. It's like great. It's one thing to have grace. You know what I'm saying? Grace with people in situations. But to just outright just say, you're just judging. Y'all so selective and hypocritical when y'all use this word judge, man. The most popular quote out now is, you could just go to hell. What bigger judgment is that?
Yeah.
What place in ever is worse than hell?
Right.
Y'all sending people to hell left and right. I'm saying you're wrong for doing this.
Right.
What's worse?
Just as simple as that.
I'm a judger for saying you wrong for doing this.
They just don't want to be told.
But it's you know what it comes down to? Accountability. People don't want to hold other people accountable because they don't want to be held accountable as well. And that's the moral of the story. You can't understand everybody's situation. Everybody's not meant to be empathized or sympathized with. Some people are just doing some evil junk that you gotta say is wrong. Draw a line in the sand. When y'all blur that line, y'all fall for anything. Draw a line in the sand. I'm not radical because I draw a line in the sand. I'm just being honest. And y'all gotta start being honest with people.
And half of the people that's talking about this, they Christians.
So-called.
That's crazy.
So-called. They can't tell you right from wrong, but they Christians. And I'm like, bro, there is nothing wrong with saying something's wrong. Am I saying you need to die and you need to go to hell? No, I'm not saying that. Y'all are.
Right.
That's what I don't get. That's what I don't understand. You know what I'm saying? So like, y'all got to stop throwing this word out, judge and all that other junk when y'all don't want to be held accountable.
Right.
It ain't working no more. You're not 12 no more. All right. You was an adult. Act like one. Treat everybody like adults. And this other thing in our culture, black culture, which is toxic and stupid, is this no snitching policy. That is for criminals, okay?
Right.
That's for accomplices. That is not for your everyday citizen. Citizens can snitch. It's not snitching. It's telling.
It's telling. Hey, that's what Charles Wright broke down, didn't it? Snitching is only snitching if I did the same crime you did.
Yeah.
But you the one we both got caught, and I'll put you out there like I was innocent.
Yeah.
Telling is no, I ain't with. I saw you do something wrong. I went on here and notified the police or some type of authority. That's different.
And the thing is, criminals know this, but citizens always got a chip on their shoulder to prove they ain't soft. Always got something that. Oh, I ain't no snitch. You can't be a snitch, dummy. You
ain't do
that. I don't know why it's so crazy in our culture to glorify and protect misdeeds, man. The people that are doing good in life, we talk trash, we find something to hate on for them. But somebody that's doing bull crap, oh, free Pookie, man. You know, Pookie ain't do it. Pookie killed 25 people. We talking about free Pookie.
That's crazy, man. That's almost, it's like you have to ask the questions like, is we that far gone as a culture? Like, for real? Like, we justify somebody wrongdoing, and for somebody to do right, we call it wrong.
Exactly.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
I don't understand it for the life of me. I don't know where it came from, and I want it gone. I ain't gonna lie to you. And for some reason, I'm the bad guy for wanting it gone.
Everybody like us or you is the bad guy for wanting it gone nowadays, man. It's just the way it is. It's just the way it's turned out to be.
How do we counter this? How do we fix it? How do we address this without our people being the main ones holding us back?
That's a tough question, man. Because I don't know. That branch is split so many different ways. It's no one way. There's no one way. I mean, I guess maybe you would have to go back to what's being taught at home, what's being seen on your phones, how people or your friends enabling you when you around them or when you go to school. I guess that's gonna be the first step. You know, undoubtedly, you know, ain't no slight on all churches, but undoubtedly, from what we getting from most churches, ain't working like it used to. The community got to be involved with it. You know, it take more than just two parents to, what they used to say, it takes a community to raise a child. I think that was the old saying, a village. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's going to have to happen. You know, where you used to, if your neighbor that stayed a couple blocks away knew your mom, she saw you doing some wrong, she can bust you.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying? Right. So, I mean, but nowadays, I guess you go to jail for something like that.
I ain't gonna lie, it was crazy. I live in a community, and I would say the bus stop, everybody that go to like school in my neighborhood and stuff, the bus stop is like probably 2 miles away or something like that. So they usually have like parents pick them up from the bus stop. So it was raining one day, and I seen this girl that just got off the bus, just standing there getting rained on. I was like, man, back in my day, somebody would pick that girl up and take her home, and you'll be like, thank you for helping my child. But today, I can't help this little girl.
Help. You gotta let her sit.
I cannot help this little girl out in this rain because, number one, I'm a creep if I do it. I'm gonna come off as a creep.
Right.
But it's just like, Jesus, like we've disconnected helping each other. We disconnected community so bad that a man can't do anything nice for somebody without it being deemed creepy. Right. And I don't know how to fix that. I don't know how to.
We all don't really know each other in the communities, though. You know, I mean, I don't know, but I remember the day where all of us knew each other. or knew something about each other. We wasn't just oblivious to who was just two doors down. I mean, nowadays I have my neighbors, but there's several that stay right around me. I have no clue who they are. Mm-hmm. They don't talk. They don't wave when you wave back. When you wave at them. So I don't know. I mean, I think that'll probably be the first step. One of the first steps, I guess.
We used to play outside with our friends.
Yeah.
And then, like, hey, can I go to, I understand why there's skepticism on it now. But be like, hey, can I go to Johnny's house? Can I spend the night at Johnny's house tonight or something like that? And we did those things, and it was like, it was community building at that point in time. But now it's like, you don't know what people do in their house. You don't know what they raising. And it's like,
right. But you can't. I mean, nobody's trying to even develop that nowadays, and that's a big issue. I mean, at least here where I live, I don't see that being developed. I don't see people trying to come together as a community or try to form a relationship with their neighbors where I live, and I see it as a big problem because anytime something happens, nobody tries to get down. To some kind of resolve, they just pick a side, and it's hard to do that when you don't know the person. So you stuck on assuming the worst, so that's going to always be a hard thing.
Dang, man, that's crazy to think about. Like there's layers to our issues, and it's not just like one fix all thing, and I think that's what's making it so
it's a
hard.
Whole bunch of small stuff that led to a huge problem.
But that also brings me to something else, like friends is a thing. Like I always tell people, your real friends, you're not gonna necessarily, not gonna say you're not gonna like them all the time, but you ain't gonna agree with them all the time. Right. So like there's a gospel singer that gets arrested every, like, I'm not trying to be facetious when I'm saying this. She got arrested multiple times for the same thing.
Oh, okay.
And
I got you.
There's two sides of the coin. You have one side of the coin saying, leave her alone, just pray for her. You got another side of the coin saying somebody has to tell her the truth. I'll be honest. I'm on the side of somebody has to tell her the truth. Somebody has to get it through her head. Like you spiraling. But I also know that there's a way to do that without offending. But my philosophy just sucks. Maybe I think you gotta take some offense sometimes. I don't think you should make people feel good for doing bad stuff.
Like we would say, it's to the point where you're forced to make impossible things that are impossible. You can't make it sound good. It's kind of like, okay, we have to find a way to make it sound good.
Right.
It is,
and to me, that's the issue. If you never make somebody feel bad for doing bad stuff, why would they stop doing bad stuff?
They got to feel comfortable for doing bad stuff.
Right.
But
it's rewarding bad behavior.
And then 9 times 10, and then to your point, I guess the backlash to that is kind of like, why would I come across nice when you know already? It's
like there's no consequence for bad junk, and that's the issue. That's why we keep having bad junk. If I came home with an F on my report card, you best believe I ain't coming home with an F next time, because something done happened and I ain't gonna do that again.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Today's kids, you come home with an F. Oh, your little Timmy,
you go play Xbox for a while.
Just get on Roblox of it.
You stressed.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
they have mental health days in school now.
They have every day.
And it's not that I'm saying that kids don't struggle with mental health. It's that once a kid find out that that's all they have to say to get out of school.
Exactly. These issues that have always existed, we're not discrediting that. They now are leverage and tools that people use to manipulate
Right.
and get over on it. Like, if all you have to do is claim mental health to do something bad and get away with it,
Right.
who wouldn't?
And it's gonna cause a bigger spiral trip. My daughter told me this, and it's on the subject but off the subject, but to the point of one thing is leading down one small thing. These small things is creating a bigger problem. You know, they have like the AIs, chat GPTs. And my daughter, I called my daughter one day on the phone, on the computer. She was doing her homework, and she had her phone, and she was on the table. So, man, get off your phone. Why you trying to do your homework? She says, "Oh, Dad, I'm looking for the answer to number 4." And so I paused. Cause when I grew up, that's called cheating. That's called cheating, right? You know, so I didn't say nothing that night, but the day after, I brought it up in a playful way, and she looks at me, and she was kind of rebutting a little bit. It was kind of it was a friendly argument. I wasn't getting on to her, but you know, she said, "Daddy, in your day, it was about learning, and my day is just about getting an A." So it's like that mindset, like you don't know, even though it seemed like it's helping, it's not. It's just creating a bigger problem. So now, what do we get now? We get everybody getting through schools using Chat GPT. Some of these people is becoming a doctor. Now, low key, I know somebody who's trying to become a therapist. Well, I guess it's not low key if it's gonna be a lie. But for real though, he want to be a therapist, right? And I'm talking to him literally every day all day. And I'm, man, how your classes going, man? And he says to me, "Oh man, they only take about 15 minutes. Man, I don't do that. They just give me a lot of stuff to read. I ain't read none of that stuff. I just get on ChatGPT." And I'm like, my brother.
I'm telling you, dog, it's getting crazy,
My
dog.
brother. And it's now to the point where it's like you can point out all the problems. They point out statistics about how kids not reading as well and all this other kind of stuff. But it's like, what are we letting in our house? You know, I know you can't get rid of everything, but you know, are we pushing for our kids to be better? Are we making them accountable at home? Are we? I mean, I think to get rid of accountability, you have to address the pride thing. You have to preach that some kind of way. What you think about that? Addressing pride.
Addressing pride, so I mean, 100%. That's why I say what I be saying. That's why I say you got to make people feel bad.
Yeah.
I ain't saying like, you know, try to humiliate people, but there has to be a negative, like they say, all action has equal and greater reaction.
Right.
That means for your negative action, there has to be some sort of reaction, but that's not positive. Dang, I just jacked that up. But anyways, all right, to me, it boils down, it boils down to this. Look, I mean, back in my days, there was competition, which means there was winners and there was losers. It came to a point where now everybody's winners.
Everybody's winning.
And you get participation trophies, and then when it comes to real life and you lose for real, you don't know how to
handle it.
Exactly.
Right.
And like, I think we stopped giving participation trophies. We say thank you for coming, but you gotta go.
A ribbon, there you go.
Like
take your 20th place.
They get 50th place trophies. What are you doing here? Like that's competition. That's why it boils down to everything. Like contracts in sports. These contracts bigger than they ever been, but the competition is lower than it's ever been because they don't have incentives to compete anymore.
No.
It's like get good stats. Don't care if my team win, but I'm getting paid.
Yeah, I had to break it to my daughter one day. She said in elementary, they would give them awards for every little thing. It was like every week, everything. AB honor roll, you know, that's what I'm going for. I want to see what your work have done for you, you know. And they pull up there one time, her first award was perfect attendance. I'm like, that's not your award, that's mine. I'm the one making you come to school. You know?
That's true. I gotta think about that. That's true.
Yeah, man. So I mean, I'm with you with that, man. Like, At some kind, we need everything shouldn't be evolutionalized. I guess that's the word, or modernized, or whatever.
Inclusive,
right?
All people can't be winners. That's another thing. This thing, I ain't gonna lie. Somebody got to break this down to me. This probably be another episode. But the whole like we're all kings and queens thing. When I grew up in a monarchy, there was one king and one queen. that's what I thought a monarchy was.
So you raising a whole bunch of chiefs and no Indians.
Exactly.
Yeah, I got
and
you.
And it's delusional. We get delusional. That's another episode. We finna stop that right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let me think real quick. What we talked about today? Accountability. That's the thing. Accountability is very important. We got to start applying accountability to our lives. We got to start raising our children to be accountable. 100%. We have to hold our friends accountable. That's what a real friend does.
Right.
When I mess up, he be the first one to tell me. Jason be the first one to be like, Tori.
Yeah.
What is you doing?
Right. Right.
And what I'm gonna do? Cry about it? No. I'm like, generally I laugh because I know I messed up too.
Right.
But it's like we understand that. And vice versa. When you hit a note, I know that you always look up. We seen it. And I ain't gonna let you get away with it. Yeah. So it's nothing wrong with holding each other accountable. It's not judgmental. It's not being intolerant. It's not sending anybody to hell.
Right.
So y'all gotta sign up on that. And you know,
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, get tough. Society making everybody so soft.
Right. If you wrong, it's okay.
It's okay. It's all right. Oh, I still love you.
Right.
I ain't gonna talk about you too much.
Right. Hey, right.
You gonna get some.
Yeah.
You gonna get some, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's okay, and lose your pride.
Yeah,
it's not good. Say what the Bible says. Pride comes before a fall.
Oh, that's another episode. That's gonna get a little. Let me put that in my notes right now before we get to that one, because y'all finna hate me on that one. I can tell you right now. Yup. Something that you ain't never put together, but I did, because I'm smart. But yeah, appreciate y'all for coming in, tuning in today. If you made it through this whole episode, we appreciate you for sure. We are, this is still new to us, so we still just pushing through the kinks and stuff, and we're gonna try to get y'all the best product we can. You know what I'm saying? So just stick with us. We plan to blow up. We plan to blow big and get all this good stuff in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna be.
Since you just expressed to them that we getting the hang of it, ain't we supposed to be looking right there? I don't know. We looking up.
You looking up?
Yeah.
Oh snap.
Yeah, we supposed to be looking right there.
See you next time. I don't know podcast. Let me. Oh, I'm looking at that camera. I'm looking at that camera.
Hold on.
Look at that.
Oh yeah, it's 3.
So this camera,
the middle one.
Middle one. All right. Tune in to I Don't Know podcast, and we gonna entertain you. Tune in to I Don't Know podcast, and we gonna entertain you. Do that one.
Man, I don't know.
You do that one. Do that one.
I don't know. I don't know.
You might like my hair. I don't know. But anyways, yeah. That might get cut up.
Yeah, we.
Speaking of competition, this on the spot challenge. He can't say no because we on camera. I'm challenging Reese right now to arm wrestling match. Loser. We got a bet. Loser has to fulfill that bet. You know what bet I'm talking about.
Oh, no.
You know, come on.
I ain't doing that.
Bring it on.
You got. I ain't even taking that bet.
Hey, just know the day that happened, if I don't catch it on camera, oh man, I'm in the show. All right, y'all. Peace.